けたかな。はい、ということで、こんりと蒼樹リトです。今日はですね、ちょっと仕事が早めに終わったということもあってですね、久しぶりにこのゲームやろうかなと思います。なんか僕のあんまり活動時間帯じゃない時にドマイナーなゲームをやりたいなっていう風なところを考えていて、そういえばドマイナーなゲームでまだ残ってるのこれあるなと思ってこれを続きをやっていこうと思います。はい、このゲーム何かっていうところからいこうか。ちょっと復習がてらね。はい。これはバックトゥーザフューチャーザゲームっていうゲームでございまして、バックトゥーザフューチャー3、映画のバックトゥーザフューチャー3部作の後に続くお話ですと。で、これは公式続編というわけじゃないんですけれども、スタッフ、声はドクやってる人がやってたりとか、マーティやってる人がマーティの子孫先祖をやってたりとか、あとはボブゲールが監修してたりとか、なんか公式にほぼ近い感じなのでですね、ほぼ続編みたいな感じの立ち位置の作品でございます。はい。現在はもう Steam とかでは配信されてないんですけれども、探せば、PS3 とかであるのかな。で、僕はたまたまね、Steam のやつ昔の持ってたので、プレイはしてなかったんですけども。ということで続きをやっていこうと思います。これはエピソード5までありまして、今回エピソード4ということになります。途中からだとなんなのでね、ちょっと軽くストーリーの説明をいたします。これはバックトゥザフューチャー3まで見ている前提でお話をしますね。はい。まず、バックトゥザフューチャー3で、現代に戻ってきているマーティですよね。マーティは、バックトゥザフューチャー3で、西部から元の自分の時代に戻ってきました。そう、自分の時代に戻ってきて、で、それで、デロリアンが壊れてしまったっていうとこですよね。自分の時代は、いいのか。っていう感じでございます、まず。で、そこから、ドクが、どっか行っちゃったんですよね。新しいタイムマシンを作って。こんにちは。配信頑張ってね。ありがとうございます。ということで、どっかに行っちゃったんですけれども、そうすると現代にドクがいない状態となります。なので、ドクがいなくなってからしばらく経つと。ドクは現代では結構多額な借金をしてたりとか、プロトニウムを盗んだりとか、結構、ちょっと評判の悪い感じだったので、半分犯罪者みたいな感じの扱いを受けていたというところで、帰っても来ないし、家探しということと、差し押さえですね。家財の差し押さえをするというところから、このバックトゥザフューチャーザゲームのストーリーが始まるというところでございます。で、家財を漁っていると、突然、デロリアンが現れますと。で、デロリアン開けると、助けてくれと。ドクからのメッセージが来て、じゃあどこに行けばいいのっていうことで、エピソード1ではどこに行けばいいのかっていうのと、あとはその時代に行って、で、ドクの若い頃と出会いますと。まだその学生の頃。これがエピソード1の話ですね。で、エピソード2で科学者になることを目指したので、元の時代に戻るかと思いきや、今度はマーティがいなくなると。マーティの先祖が多年家がその時ヤングなんですけども、多年家によってマクフライ家が途絶えて死んでしまうと。で、マーティがいなくなってしまうっていうところなんですね。現代に戻ってきたらまた透明になってきてしまったので、もう一度ドクが学生時代の時に戻って、で、その多年家の暴走を止めるという話がエピソード2。なんか映画本編っぽいよね。で、エピソード3、前回ですね。で、全て解決したということで、現代に戻ろうということで、現代に戻ったら、なんとドクが消えて、しかも、この時代のドクは科学者ではなくて、政治家になってましたと。どうやらエピソード2でやったことが、科学者を諦めるきっかけになってしまったというか、 その時にドクと親しくなった女性がいるんですけど、その方が割とその強硬政治を推す方で、まあ付き合った女によって将来が変わってしまったというパターンですね。で、ドクはそういう風になってしまったと。で、まあそのヒルバレーでは結構有名になってしまってなかなか出会えないということですね。で、エピソード3ではいろいろ駆使してドクと出会って、実はドクこういうことがあったんだよっていう話をしたところで引き離されて終わりということです。なんかエピソード3については3と4が前後編みたいな感じだと思われるということで、まあエピソード3やったのがね、僕からすると2月なんで、連続で見てる方にとってはもうだいぶ前の話か。まあ、アーカイブで見てくださってる方はね、特に時間の経過は関係ないと思いますけど、まあそんな感じでやっていこうと思います。まあ、バックトゥーザフューチャー好きな方だったらね、結構いいんじゃないかなって、なんか同人が許せない方とかもいると思うんですけど、これは結構許容してもいいんじゃないかなって思えるような、よくできてる。あ、音量話とか悪かったら教えてくださいね。ちょっとこれ上げるか。こんなもんかな。最高。まあ演出がね、映画通りだからね。このパターンか。起こされる。あ、自分で起きた。ちょっとでかい。
Where am I? Ah, Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus? Doesn't look like it's on.
いるな。すごいな。演出が映画っぽいな、完全に。
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using
洗脳してます。
every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
And it's all McFly's fault.
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
すごい演出がさ、やっぱ映画なんだよな。あれこのギターは
Someone's locked up all my stuff.
なぜここに
I'll never get that combination on my own. That's not very relaxing.
まあ、
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is
時
that
代は
you?
変わってない。
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing in the Citizen Plus ward?
Edna threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How
まあ
can、I
エドナ
help?
が、この時代でのドクの奥さんですね。声やゲームをちょっと高いかも。下げます。ちょっとでかいな。ちょっと変わんねえな。こんなもんかな。若干メーターが下がった。これぐらいで良さそうか。なんかあったらまたコメント教えてください。 まあなんか父親がハッカーなんだよね、もう完全にね。
Know anything about cracking combination locks?
Sorry, son. I'm more of a peeping Tom than a safecracker.
まあ
Is there a
監
way
視
you
カ
could
メラ
help me escape this loony bin?
監視カメラ入る時点ですごいけどね。
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what?
下げてくれてありがとう。あ、ちょうどいいかな。
Isn't a science fiction movie.
Is there any way you could help me escape this loony bin?
What did you have in mind?
I don't know. Maybe override the security systems or something.
Override the what? Son, this isn't a science fiction movie.
Know anything about cracking combination locks?
Sorry, son. I'm more of a peeping Tom than a safecracker.
いい感じだよ。ありがとうございます。よし。
Stay close, Dad.
I'm as close as I can get, Martin.
あの頼りない父親がなんか助けになりそうな気がするな。
Hey, let me out!
防音なのかな。
Hello?
What?
Hey, could you get me a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a
詳しくは一つ前を見てくださいと。
Gravely, sir, the rigors of the Citizen Plus treatment require you to begin the process with an empty stomach.
まあ、洗脳だもんな。
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
まあ脳裏だからな。
Take a look at my stuff for a second.
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
今のうちに逃げれないかな。
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
なんかしたあ、今のこれ見たのか。
Combination on my own.
あれ、今、もしかしてなんか見た
Hey, let me out!
え、今動き見えたなんか。見逃した
Hello?
What now?
Can I take another look at my stuff?
No.
I'll never get that combination on my own.
と。ほう。窓あ、
Jen?
ジェーンだね。ジェニファーだな。
I gotta get her attention.
でもジェニファーがね、今味方してくれるか分かんないからな。ジェニファーか。ジェニファーに何かしら。
Hello?
What now?
Can I go visit Jennifer Parker? She's right next door.
Citizen Plus patients are not allowed to fraternize. It contaminates the treatments.
ダメ
Let me out of here.
Sorry, sir, but Citizen Plus patients aren't allowed to exit their waiting rooms until the Citizen Plus treatment chamber has been suitably prepped for their procedure.
何かでも道具がいるよね。道具。でも開けられないから、もう一回見る
Hey, Jen!
気づかないの
What are those windows made of?
そのためにギターがいいのか。ドンキとして使う
I'll never get that combination on my own.
他の人には見えていたかもしれない。そうか、道具今一切持ってないからか。どうやって連絡を取ればいいんだ？
Hello?
What now?
Can I take another look at my stuff?
No.
You can't keep me in here. It's against the law.
When you signed your Citizen Plus treatment agreement, you gave the Citizen Plus ward legal approval to incarcerate you until the completion of your Citizen Plus.
同意書ってなんだ？
I didn't sign anything.
Of course you did, sir. Citizen Edna handed me the paperwork herself.
Of course she did. I don't suppose you believe me if I told you that Edna forged my signature?
That's a good one, sir.
I don't suppose you believe me if I told you that Edna forged my signature?
That's a good one, sir.
Can I take another
なん
look at
か
my
筆
stuff?
跡、
No.
エドナの筆跡のあるアイテムを用意するか。あったかな、そんなの。
Can I go visit Jennifer Parker? She's right next door.
Citizen Plus patients are not allowed to fraternize. It contaminates the treatments.
この部屋なんか防音なんかしっかりしてそうだな。ちょっと配信するにはこういうところ必要だよね。
I'll never get that combination on my own.
全部ロッカーで認識される？あ、そうか。わかった。カメラか。
Dad,
How can I help, son?
番号。
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
映像撮ってるから。
May have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance, zoom.
すごすぎるでしょ。
What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
音声は撮られてないの。
Combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left.
よかった。覚えなくていいやつだ。
Right.
Hey, your guitar. I'm sorry, I tried to throw it.
まあギターって言いながらベースなんだけどな、それ見た目。
Care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
これで道具は全部揃った。
I don't think a picture of my dad would be useful here.
使う。窓ガラスかな。使えるの？
Can't plug my guitar into that. Dad,
How can I help, son?
you got any advice for getting out of here?
I'd look around for anyone inside who might be willing to help you. From the looks of those locks, you can't be the only involuntary Citizen Plus patient.
やばすぎるでしょ。
Not that I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Didn't you tell her about Biff?
I tried. You know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
あれ、おかんが来てるってこと？それだったらまあ、そうね。ロレインがいるってことね。
So, have you found Mom yet?
Not yet.
You wouldn't believe how many cameras they've got around here.
カメラのないところか。
Could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah,
隣
she's
におる
in
よ。
the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta. Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the
あ、
PTS.
そうだった。その話があった。
Oh, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange, Martin, but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Citizen Plus. Oh no, Jen, not you too.
もう洗脳されとるな。洗脳された後は、金とか、酒とかタバコとかは一切禁止みたいなのをエドナが洗脳している。で、割と、ジェニファーは、こんなイケイケな格好だからわかるけど、酒も飲むし、みたいな、タバコも吸うし、みたいなことを当たり前にしてた。まあ、世間的には不良だったんだけど、それを肯定してたのが否定してるのが、今もうすでにやられちゃってんなーって感じだな。
Jen, snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real you, but not like the real you in this timeline.
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know I used to be sick too. But now I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
ロックも違法だったんだよ。
Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Rats.
シチズンウォッチはね、完全に、洗脳した後にする、まあ、管理するための道具なんだけど。
How'd you wind up in the Citizen Plus program anyway?
My dad signed me up, and it's a good thing too. I was completely out of control.
I kind of liked it. Jen, this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
なんか、あれだな、都合の悪いことは分からんっていうふうに言わせるようにしてるね。
So, what was your Citizen Plus treatment like anyway?
Well, that's weird. I don't really remember. Must be a side effect of the treatments.
なんだろう、薬と脳波かな。
Why's your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Hey, on your way out, do you think you could help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's against the rules.
Okay, forget breaking out. Could you at least come visit me? It's kind of lonely in here.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to see each other until you've undergone your first Citizen Plus treatment.
でもいい子になってん
Why not?
ね。
Because your gosh danged hormones are out of control, Martin.
Could you hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
チクるの？
Don't be a narc.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
チクる気だな。
Hey, Jen! What are those windows made
だいぶ
of?
いい子になってる。前回のパンキーな感じが結構良かったんだけどね。
Hello?
What now?
Can I go visit Jennifer Parker? She's right next door.
Citizen Plus patients are not allowed to fraternize. It contaminates the treatments.
くそー。違う、道具少ないな。だいぶ減ったな。なるほど、そういうことか。アンプはないけど、あのスピーカーにつなげられるのね。AUX イン。
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
元に戻った。
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is
おい、生かしてんね。
scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one. I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
いいね。
Oh, yeah, right.
Go, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here.
ちょっと今気づいた。ちょっと暗いね。明るくしよっか。
Calvin Klein, really?
There. How do I look?
A little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on.
ストームトルーパー。ちょっとだけ明るくしよう。ちょっとお待ちを。まあさすがね、味方になったら強いよな。このぐらいかな。ちょっと明るくした。ちょっと薄くなるかもしんないけど、結構暗いから、これでいけば大丈夫っぽい気がする。よし、行こう。奪ったはいいけどさ、元はどこ行ったんだろうな。
Okay, hotshot. What's next?
Now we rescue
Jennifer の部屋か。
Brown. Get the hell out of here and get things back to the way they're supposed to be.
Whatever, just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a lot of pent-up hostility right now, you know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Go.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
Relax, Jennifer. I've got everything under control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy. Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Don't bite me.
時間軸が変わって、性格が変わっても、ジェニファーだったね。ん？
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try. I can be pretty persuasive.
No.
なるほど、食事の中に含まれてんだな。何青って何？
Hey.
Busy.
倒れてるやついるだろ？開けるわけねえだろ。
Hey, get me out of here.
Sorry, can't hear you in this thing, but thanks for the duds, though.
オッケー。ビフがいるのか。あっちかな？
Disengage occipital overrides.
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight.
これが
I
ビフ
wonder
か
what。sick freak they've got in here.
ビフだ。
I should have known. Hi, Biff. Looks like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of carnivores anyway. Hey, Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo.
逆上するな、こんな。
The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
まあ、ビフに関してはね、シチズンプラスになってよかったの。お、洗脳された？あ、飲まない。飲むわけねえだろうって。え？なんだ？声が聞こえたぞ。お前じゃないのか。
What part of busy don't you understand?
こっちはなんだ？こっち入れない。
What are you doing in here?
エドナだ。
Looking for the bathroom?
The next scheduled bathroom break isn't for another 158 minutes.
分単位で管理されている。やべえな。薬物と脳波をなんかいじってるとしか思えない。やべえな。五感を奪ってやってんのか。いや、これ受けた後はそら正常でいられなくなるよな。これ、ドクの家にあったやつでは。これはやばいね。下、扉があるな。ってことは、下の階に行って、で、それって、会議室なのね。あ、こっち？なるほど。下の階に降りればいいのか。どうやって行くんだろう。
Improvement, Citizen Edna. Shall I recycle the treatment?
Very well. Increase the overall stimulation levels by a factor of 1.21 kilocarls and start again.
What part of busy don't you understand?
What is patient Tannen's status?
He still refuses to take his pacification pill, ma'am.
I used to think she was a little annoying, but now she's just plain evil.
現代の時に元の時代だったら特に力もないただの小うるさいおばあちゃんだったんだけど、年齢は今一緒だからね。あ、これ出口なのか。どうすんだろう。ビフ暴れさせるとかなのかな。はあ、なるほどね。新聞を入れる。新聞を使う。
Hi, Biff. Want out of here, big guy? Guess they don't work. Come on, Biff, just swallow your pill.
飲んだふりはするだろう。あ、そっか、ここで薬を落として、新聞に落ちる。で、これを拾うか。で、これを回収する。うわお。で、こいつ飲み物飲んでたから、この飲み物のところにこのカプセルを入れてあげる。
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What?
Sorry, it was just a shadow.
Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
あとは飲んでもらえば OK。飲め飲め飲め。飲んだ。
Jeez, what have they been feeding Biff? Horse tranquilizers?
だいぶやばそうだな。
Yo,
Who, me? I mean,
Me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
What are you doing over there, citizen?
何ができるんだろ
Where's the off button on this thing?
う。でも停止したらバレるんじゃない？
Equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
スピーカーからなんか出してるのよね。音波かなんか出してるのか。
Volume. Finally, a word I can understand.
動き出した？
Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door.
あ、なるほどな。そういうことか。スピーカーから全部上げて、あ、っていうわけでもない。
Sorry.
他は？光学スライダー。
Optics.
光か。なんかやばそう。空腹感覚スライダー。嗅覚スライダー。全部マックスにするとどうなるんだ？
Gastrosensory.
何？どういうこと？苦しそうだな。
Olfactory. I think I know what
臭
that
いんじゃない？
means.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful.
お、自ら行く。
I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
And please think about the consequences of your actions.
今のドックは正気に戻っている。
You're the one threatening the social order of Hill Valley with your crazy time machine talk.
I am not doing that again. I guess the speakers won't push him any further until I hook it up to a really big sound.
Where's Martin?
Don't worry, dear. After we're done repairing your damaged mind, we'll fix young Mr.
もういじれないな、これは。
It's jammed.
他にいじるところ。あ、あっちか、もしかして。あっちの部屋なんかある？
Check. Sibilance. Sibilance.
What was that?
AUX いいんだ。ここにギター刺すんだな。任せろ。
When did I lose control?
Oh, dearest. You never had control. That's why you needed me in the first place.
ダメか。ここだと思うんだけどな。やっぱそうだよね。こうつなげられれば。マイク
You'll never get away.
AUX じゃないのかな。させるよね。OK。
Hey, Doc. Let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that?
doing? Getting my friend out of here, you nutcase.
さあドーン。
Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I'd
おー
expected.
映画みたいな展開だ。
Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome.
なんか満足度高いんだけどこのやりとりが元々の作品っぽい感じがする。今ね、確かに看板に刺さってるんだよな、デロリアンが。修理できるのかな？
What do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to clear out so we can make a break for your time machine.
妥当だ
Hey,
な。
it's my mom.
エレイン。ロレインでした。ロレイン。
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up, erasing the parts she didn't like.
もう何十年も洗脳されてたからな。
Shouldn't we go help?
Once we go back and change history, none of this will ever happen.
I guess.
大丈夫。あのロレインは強いよ。割と勝ち気だな。
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry Edna anyway? She's kind of crazy.
Yes, now. But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong.
エドナに何かあったのかな？
That's how it seemed to me at the time.
あ、ジョージが来てるじゃん。おお、強えー！
All right, Dad.
なんかバックトゥーザフューチャー1を思い出すね。
Where is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near
あ、移動させたのか。
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why is that significant?
Well, Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so yeah.
Fascinating.
よかったね、こっちも大団円だ。
Mom, Dad, no.
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
このシチズンプラスもなくな
You're
る。
right.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Great. Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair of it could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
度合いによらない？
What am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry. If things work out according to plan, you won't even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
Stay off the street.
ん？
Citizen Brown? Emmett?
He's not coming back.
うわー、エドナじゃん。
What are you talking about?
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was a miserable failure who never finished anything. But with me to inspire him, look at what we've built.
まあ、ディストピアだもん、こんなん。
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
発明する前だからね。
Yeah, you've inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Not the only inspiration in Doc's life, you know. In my timeline, he married one of the sweetest women of the
クララだ。
19th century.
クララ・クレイトン。
Sweetness. Yeah. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
違うな。自由にやらせることだよ。
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
オッケー。
It worked! Ha-ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past.
6ヶ月かかったんだ。6ヶ月かかったけど、今の時間軸に来たから。
Repair the time machine?
6 months, my family fortune, and a sketchy deal with a gang of Libyan nationals. But it was all worth it for this moment. Ha-ha!
元に戻った。
Do this. You need help.
Oh, blow it out your exhaust port, dear. Now that I've escaped into the past, your pack of divorce lawyers can't... Mark, how long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well. I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
え、こっからどこ行くんだよ。
I was gonna let you erase the worst mistake of my life without...
なるほどな。
Did you?
ドクの学生時代に。
Fine. Leave.
もうこの時代のエドナは何もできない。
I run this town.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
Call me, Doc.
Ah, 前回はね、頭しかこのデロリアン使わなかったからね。
This is where I last saw him. You, teenage you. You were headed this way, arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on the first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
ここ見に行ってから変わったんだよな。
This place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation. It was all nonsense, of course. I spent countless evenings here in my youth, and it never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember?
まあ確かにね、変人ではあるけど。
You dirty rat. No good yellow-bellied stool. Never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. A film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
このエピソード好きだな。
It happened in the brain of a different Emmett Brown. An Emmett Brown now erased by the shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own brain, having lived in it for the past 70+ years. Once we get my younger self re-inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper... Great Scott, will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc. You need to
そうだよね
go。inside and check it out.
まあ5、60代になってから10代の頃の街を見るってこういう気分なんだろうな。
Your other self to catch sight of you. It could cause reality to collapse or something.
You mean?
Right behind you. Don't peek.
いた。10代のドク。
I'll let you know when you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
このドクはね、マーティを知ってるからね。
Harry, you do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
Oh, you know, here and there. You're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady.
エドナか
You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another. Imagine.
Yeah, well, sometimes first impressions are right. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, sure. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
あー、リア充になっちゃった。
Practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of
it?
I've junked a rocket car, but more trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Damn it, I'm a little confused here.
もうすでにもう毒されてるな。誰にも認められないかもしれないけど、なんかやってみたいものがあるからずっと研究してきたのが毒でしょ？
What day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab.
あれタイムサーキットが壊れてんだっけ？ちょっとずれてる。
Catch you around, Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're 2 months late. The expo's about to start and teenage you is already in over his head with Edna.
I always did have a tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If we try to jump now, we could find ourselves stranded in the center of the age. Oh, worse. The Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being. I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna? Where can I find her?
Where do you think? I'll drive. The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
ほう。なかなか面倒なことになったね。
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and... I'll talk to her.
まあ修理してもらいましょう。
You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All car of the future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
そっか。
Why not?
アルミの車はないのか、この時代には。フルアルミの車は。デロリアンアルミの車だよね。まあ、確かに未来。あ、戻ったっぽい。はい。ストーリーは止めてるので。デロリアンの話したとこだよね。デロリアンってそもそもさ、1981年、81、82年の車だよね。今が1931 に来てるから、まあ、確かにね、まだ来てないもんね。若かりしエドナ。いましたね。
Spell it B-R-O-W-N. It's not exactly an obscure name.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... Oh, dear.
Mr. Callahan, you do pop up at the oddest times. What are you doing here?
まあ悪い印象ではないんだよね。この時代のエドナとはね。
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr. Stonewall here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their business. Honestly, with him keeping the books, it's a wonder the Tannen gang got as far as they did. Have you seen Emmett?
No.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known anyone like him, so oblivious to his own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
もうなんか精神支配をしようとしてるのか。
Well, you know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Callahan, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown. Rhymes with clown, which I'm beginning to think you are.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
なんだ
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the ground!
なんでそんなに切れてんだ
You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
ふーん
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds!
アーサー・マクフライ
Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer,
Right. Don't blow your cover.
will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
なんか渡す渡すものはないな。まあ根気よく話せと。
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Callahan. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
スー
And
ツが映え
he's
る。
completely devoted to me. That's important. I've got no time or tolerance for playboys.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly, and most important,
Yes?
well, his mind, of course. It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities,
Say, what's your game?
just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Well, understand this. I'm not some faint-hearted girl who'd run away at the first hint of trouble.
I've made a big investment in Emmett. Not money, but
Ho.
I sunk all my ambitions into him. I'd have to be thoroughly
嫌わせる
disillusioned
と。
before I'd call it quits with Emmett. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Now, Mr. Cub Reporter, is there anything else?
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
ほう。
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
あ、バックトゥザフューチャーのゲーム配信好きだから助かる。見てってください。そうね。嫌わせるのか。まあ、それは全然いいことだが。
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but when he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, and it just glows.
ちょっとおじさん趣味があるのかな。
Flutter a bit just to picture him.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans
現代の話な。
plutonium?
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented toward virtue.
So you say Emmett only has eyes for you?
Absolutely. It's almost embarrassing how devoted he is to me.
Well,
すげえ
it's
な。
good to hear he's finally settling down.
Yes. Settling down?
You know, ready to stop playing the field, as it were.
Playing the... Oh, you're joking.
電車を盗んだ。
This
バッ
one
クトゥザ
time,
フューチャー
it's how
3の
one
エ
of
ピ
his
ソードですね。
science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
まあ確かにね。
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time. My vice principal warned me to stay away from him.
Your vice principal sounds like a dolt.
But I can't help feeling sorry for him.
Who?
All of Emmett's other girls, now that he's with you.
Please, I think I know Emmett by now. There are no other girls.
まあ、モテてはいないが。
I wonder what's gonna happen to Emmett's little black book.
Little book?
Oh, it's legendary. That's what enabled Emmett to become the, Valentino of Hill Valley High. Gee, I wonder if he'd let me have it.
You must think I'm pretty gullible, Mr. Callahan.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
When he's properly pomaded and decked out in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes my heart flutter a bit just to picture him.
あとは何の情報を引き出せばいいのかな。
Very well then.
OK。
Hey, Audie, you seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah, thanks.
発明品かな。
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
まだエドナと絡む必要がある？トリクシーに頼むよ。トリクシ
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here. So who are you supposed to be?
Don't you know your Homer? I am Techni Muse of Progress. You can tell by the lightning bolts.
キャンペーンガールみたいになってる。
I'm supposed to be a goddess like. I'm the one who inspires all the great men who make the discoveries. And women too. Leave us not forget Madame Curie.
I never would. So you work for the expo?
Yeah, ain't it a kick? I greet all the important guests. And on the final day, I get to bestow the golden sundial on the winning contestant.
歌姫からそういう感じになったのね。なるほどなるほど。
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Audie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
女側からそれを
You
聞
see
か
where
され
I'm
るなん
coming
て。
from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah,
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techni, Muse of Progress.
トリクシー、トリクシーは実はあれですね。アーサーのことが好きなんですね。ちょっと前回の事件でいろいろ関わってた。
so Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Audie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
What?
Nothing. It's just, you know, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm?
キットってのはこの時代の多年家ね。
Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Audie says it's all bred in circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
誰があれなんだろうね。
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
イメージガールはそうだもんね。
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
どうやって説得しようかな。
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Techni, Muse of Progress. Not a bad gig.
Audie got it for me. It's my entree into respectability.
See you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
なんかいずれマーティのおばあちゃんとかになりそうだね。ここにいるアーサー・マクフライと一緒になるのかもしれない。ちょっと今のところ進行具合は見えないけど。ほう。今度はエドナのとこ行くのね。
Back again, Mr. Callahan? What can I help you with?
I was thinking. I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techni, the Muse of Progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that.
なんでこんなにキレてんだよ。
Trixie, what's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
なんで、怪我らしいとか、そう思ってんの？低俗だと思ってんのかな？
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad
全く理由言ってないし。
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate. Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm
仕事辞めてんの？
his invention.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well then. How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
さあ今度はトリクシーに。
To all who approach these hallowed halls.
この使いイベントで解決しそうな気がするけど。
Look, my friend really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy. So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
See you, Trixie.
なんか証拠がいるか。キューボール。そうだね、キューボールか。
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing. Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of kids' gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I...
まあスープ作ってただけだったな。
I prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
Cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even kid doesn't know.
Hey?
Curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
Just a moment.
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days, on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
そりゃそうだよな。
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, Robo that, Dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
裏稼業はもう
Hey, what's with your
終え
teeth?
たんだろ。
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing. Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
何？
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop
なんか
eating them.
何の発明だよ。
They turned my teeth green.
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out the audio, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
食っちゃうもんな。
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
Last year, I drove a train off a cliff.
Why'd you do that?
You know, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure.
それは伝わらないだろ。
It's a long story.
All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as
いいの？
this.
おお。
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards
へ
a
え、
few
なるほ
years
どね。
ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Wow. Okay.
もうこれ以上
What kind of
回答でき
stuff
ない
have
か
they
な。
got you all in here?
How the heck would I know? Electro.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
で、これで弱みを握れたから、これどっちに渡せばいいんだろう。エドナかな。
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent...
このぐらい許してやれよ。
I need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good.
いい男だな。
I don't care if she was once the
でも気になる。
winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to Trixie.
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See, darling, the charter specificates that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You are firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back. Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Let's talk.
おっと、ちょっとエドナにギャフンと。今度は、これはなんだ？あ、いや、これじゃないな。これ渡してもしょうがないよね。
Nah. I don't think so. How about an algae cake?
One doesn't normally think of algae as a dessert item, but, what the hell?
あ、食っちゃった。
Well, it's got a very, unique flavor.
Trixie?
I'll do it! I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out!
That's great. I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But we
up...
gotta do it my way.
お、白に戻ってる。
I'm no good with
定期的に
improvising,
食べないとダメなん
and
だ
I。ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament.
さすが女
I
優。
could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And then?
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
お、あと任せていいの？
Have you figured out what's wrong with the time circuits?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple wiring issue, but I'm double checking to make sure. All the basic equipment appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits.
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
あら、戻ってきましたね。戻ってきてない。6時間前か。1分前にならなかった。
Too bad.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand.
改良型を作ると。
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
デロリアンってさ、あそこのさ、小さい窓しか開かないんだよね、確かね。確かそうだったはず。なんか昔の車っぽい感じがするね、やっぱ。あれ？他に移動する手段が、どっかに。あー、そうか。いるじゃん、車。ここにあるじゃないですか。
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
キューボール運転してくんない？
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
You still cheesed off at Trixie?
Yeah, but I'm more cheesed off at whoever got her fired.
Oh. Stay at it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
他に移動手段があるか。
Press button to experience Future Hill Valley, circa 1981.
へえ、1981年でこういう感じにしたかったの。ちょっとすごいな。
That timeline yet.
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895.
Press button to experience Future Hill Valley.
1981年。残念ながらこんな風にはならないね。トリクシ
ー。Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
まだなんだよ。
But I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
– 他に車あるかな。このマップで移動できる範囲的に言うとあんまないんだけども。デロリアン以外になんかあるかな。
Back in 86, I could just skateboard from Doc's
あ、
lab
そっ
to
か
the
そっ
high
か。
school.
スケートボードがあるの？
I'm having trouble finding another set of wheels. You sure I can't?
Not till I finish running these tests.
通勤電車。
This is 1931, remember?
鉄道がいやあるけど、まあそこまで栄えてないのか。スケートボードか。スケートボードってどこにあんの？
Ah, good. You're back. Give me the full report.
She says she likes you because you've got a virtuous mind, you look good in a suit, and you're completely faithful to her.
Damn, she's got me dead to rights. Well, you'll just have to find a way to change her mind. I'll be here if you need any help. Do you need any help?
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, don't. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you plan,
分かってるじゃん。
resolve may weaken.
Any idea what your teenage self is doing right now?
Unless I miss my guess, he's in the garage frantically working on his latest invention and cursing because he can't quite get it to work. There.
変わんねえじゃん。なんか
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not till
open?
tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the
スケートボードを
ground!
手に入れればいいのかな。
Press button to experience Future Hill Valley, circa 1981.
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective
でも
imagination
時計はあるんだね。
of
50年後でも。まあ確かにあるか。劇中でもそうだね。
Town Square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. Would like to
おお、もういいよ。
1986, I just skateboard from Doc's lab to the high school.
Serving our fair city, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families.
ドクの研究所？ドクの研究所、スケートボードデロリアンの中とかじゃないのかな。運転しなくていいからさ、なん
Having
か
trouble finding another set of wheels. You sure I can't?
Not till I finish running these tests. Perhaps an electric commuter train.
This is 1931, remember?
Oh, right. Well, I'm sure you'll find something.
Ah, 戻った。よかったよかった。
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interests. You see,
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
何を言ったんだろう。ちなみに止まってた間に、ここの、模型のところに電車が走ってたんですけど、電車の下にスケートボードが置いてあったんで、これを引っ張ってきました。引っ張ったらエドナが突っかかってきたって感じですね。これで移動できるな。電車型スケートボード。
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
やっぱり車頼り。
Emmett?
タネン
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now what's next. Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
相変わらず慌ただしいな。
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
なんだそりゃ。
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly
まあ、あんまりふざけてるのかどうかってとこある。
No, what I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
どうしよう。
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
なんか初めて彼女ができて生きちゃったみたいな感じになってる。大丈夫かな？
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
精神メーター。
Mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey.
大丈夫なんこ
The
れ。
test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the
なんで
responses
さっ
are
きエドナ
recorded,
が
they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
なるほどな。モデルシチズンってここか。はーん。
Anyway. Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
What's with the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
カーネル・サンダースはこの時代はケンタッキーがないか
Says
ら。
my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
と
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
なんか渡すのかな。なるほどね。
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
なるほど。これ入れ替えて、それでエドナの印象を変えるってわけか。もう一回やろうって。
Yeah?
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
ほうほうほう。
Okay, I think I got it.
でもなんか今もなんか占い的な感じでは楽しめそうな題材ではある。
Catch up later.
Thanks.
What's this typewriter do again?
During a mental alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together, once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
いいのか被ったままだぞ。
Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
他になんか触っとくこと。
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
なぜ残す？
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure. What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of
おー、
Hill Valley
ディストピアの始まりだよ、こんなん。
Isn't that cute?
Not really. So
せ
the
しめた
machine
か。
takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
So why not just go with the cards?
Edna says that people respond well to flashing lights and snap judgments. I can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
なるほどね。これ電源入れられないのかな、もう。
So when it's turned on, that helmet can really read your mind?
Not really. It's actually a little more than a simple Wheatstone bridge, measuring galvanic skin responses to various sensory stimuli.
Like those pictures you showed me?
Precisely. The theory is that good citizens will have positive reactions to positive figures, while bad citizens will have positive reactions to negative figures, and so on.
And it really works?
So far.
なるほど。あとは、じゃあこいつを起動させるためにはああ、引っ掛けんの？
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
あらまあ。はあ。
What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime
どういうこと？今めっちゃ便利じゃん、これ。
You'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after
あ、そうな
12
の。
hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
じゃあもうスーツダメじゃん。
Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ate their 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
なるほど。もう仕込みはできたから。クレンザーシャワー、これか。
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
はあ、なるほどね。これ持ってっちゃおうか。
What the hell is that?
What?
ひょっと。
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
でタールに使うと他なんかあったっけ？ジェネレーター。
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it...
Oh!
Sends out an electric shock.
危なすぎるだろ。なんか反応してるぞ。
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
ハーゼンフェファー。
Rabbit stew. The trick
う
is
さ
to
ぎの
add
シ
the
チュー。
cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
実際にある料理なのかな。あとは
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Ew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
おお、反応してんじゃん。
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. This button only works while the mind map test is active.
Hmm. マインドマップのテストスイッチ。あ、戻っちゃった。ここじゃなくて、動いた動いた。今エメットが被ってるから、で、これで出るはず。
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
あ、なるほど。これでさっきのあんまり印象の良くないところを出してあげて、それで書き込むのか。うん。あとはこの辺もあったね。どこまで貯めるんだろう。
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
ネガティブな反応か。
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
まあこんなことで測れるわけはないが。あとはネガティブな反応を出すために。
Mind if I?
Go ahead. Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
あとは触れるところはだいたい触ってきたような気がするけど。ネガティブな反応か。
So after 12 hours, your cleanser just kinda turns into battery acid?
Battery acid? Don't be ridiculous. It merely turns into a brew of cloth
これ
destroying
やばい
enzymes
ね。
capable of rotting away.
そんなん着てらんないじゃん。
instantly. Battery acid, really? What is this, man?
促進する方法もあるのかな。
Emmett?
Yeah? Hey, how'd my mind map test get activated?
あ、自分でやってくれんの。もうこれで。
Get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
あとネガティブな反応ってなんだろう。シチュー海藻ケーキ。レコードプレイヤー。あ、海藻ケーキも含むんだ。シチューとレコードもやろう。海藻ケーキ。
Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Desperately. What is it?
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Oh, I've heard of these. Oh, they better be really nutritious.
緑になった。ランプは赤。そしてシチューだっけ？シチューを
That smells good.
あ、こうなっちゃった。あとはなんだ？レコード。ああ、なるほど。2回あるの。はい。
That smells good.
レコード。
By Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense.
No, don't turn it off. This is my favorite part.
Sort of independent, I am my own.
Don't touch that.
My star is
Don't touch that.
ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
これまだ緑になるかな。赤で反応してほしいけど。
That smells good.
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
2回刺激を与える。
Ew.
ジェネレーター。
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense.
で、あとは何？海藻ケーキ？
Maybe not. Another cake?
Normally wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet. Oh. Oh.
はいはいはい。で、
I'd better not return it yet. I might need it to clean something. If only this stuff was several hours older, I could use it to dissolve Emmett's suit. Emmett?
What?
またクレンザー。
It's got a little,
No, no worries.
こんなところか？
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Harry, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests.
分かってんじゃん。
A movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
ん？写真立て。
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
You look a little
まああんまりいい表情じゃないよね。
Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
アルバムだ。
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographic.
まあ親だったらそうなるよね。 このアルバムを手に入れて。
I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
あとはなんか言っちゃって感じがするけど。
Don't touch that.
てかこれ卓球台では。これプラスになるよね。
That smells good. で、バルブ
Ew. Hey there, you stinky little bacteria. Not sure what that'll do. Not sure what that'll do. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
あとはもうないのか
This
な。
thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
Once the expo's over, I'll need to upgrade the mental alignment test to account for stray sensory...
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
動き出さないと。
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
"まだ去らないみたいだから。
Show Emmett's baby pictures around to complete strangers. Another cake?
Normally I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet. Oh.
相当まずいんだね。
Not sure what that'll do.
あとはなんか。
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
マインドマップを今から作るんじゃなくて誰かのと入れ替えるのか。
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
About 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little
こ
disturbing.
いつと交換できないかな。
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
About 90% of Hill Valley thus far.
やっぱりカードを出してもらうのが一番いいんじゃないかなっていう気がするけど。どうやったらテストできるんだろう。
Yeah?
What's with the new threads?
Do you like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
セリフ一緒かな。
You sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much
お
needed
っと、生きっちゃってるね。
Before I met her, I was such a flibberty gibbet. Always getting
それが大事なんだよ。
stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused.
Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the school marm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade. Know what I mean?
I kind of wish I didn't. I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarch's quo. That's one of the things I love about her. It shakes things up.
You have no idea. I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to
この手
pronounce
順通りやればいい
judgment
の
on
か
the
な。
subject's mental state.
Okay, I think I got it. You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
まずスイッチを押す。
This button only works while the mind map test is active.
動いた動いた。黄色じゃん。スライド送りで次のスライド出せばいいのか。まあ見てないからね。何項目調べるんだろう。
Ew.
あ、これ最初の方からやらなきゃいけないかな。出たね。で、こいつを刺してみると、
This thing reads Emmett's mind maps.
今のやつを刺すとどうなる？結果が、
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom. Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
入れ替えよう。あれと、例えば、これ回してあげて、
Ew.
で、この状態で、スイッチを押してあげて、赤で認識させる。で、これでスライドしてあげる。
Ew.
で、赤にします。で、スライドクリ。犯罪者は送りになるんじゃないですか。何もしなくても
How
分か
can
ら
I
ん。
get Emmett to have reactions that are the opposite of those expected of a model citizen?
まあ赤か。スライドクリしよう。で、階層。でも赤だね、ずっと。
Want an algae cake?
Sure. Oh. Oh. Ew.
反応は良くない。よし。これでいいのかな。赤になってる。で、これでさらにスライド送りして。赤。これでどうよ。終わり。全部赤だったと思う、これで。
The only thing that can use these cards is Emmett's mental alignment meter. That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in trouble, I better aim for the bottom.
完全に落とさなきゃいけないのね。ちょっとややこしいな。なるほど。順番がわかんないけど。
Careful. Don't let all the flavor escape.
緑になった。黄色になった。はいはいはい。
Ew.
で、赤になる。
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps. Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that. This thing reads Emmett's mind maps. Not sure what that'll do.
あとはとりあえず黄色から赤にしてあげて。
Another cake?
Normally I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet. Oh. Oh. Ew.
赤になった。
Ew.
どん底ってどうやってやるんだろうな。あとはもうこれで OK？ 赤なのスライド送りして、いけたか？変わらんな。
That's not a great reading, but if I really want to get Emmett in
どん底
trouble,
ってどうやるんだろ
aim for the bottom.
う。全部オンにするの？でもね、緑も出るんだよな。
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one.
緑でもいいからやるってことかな。順番は分かんなそう。とりあえず赤になることはとりあえず踏んどいたけど。
Ew.
うんうん。
Ah, that smells much better.
2回やるとどうなる？
That smells good.
2回やったら緑になっちゃったよ。
Once the expo's over, I'll need to upgrade the mental alignment.
はい。全部放り込んでみるか。
Another cake?
Normally I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet. Oh.
うんうん。なんか上限値みたいなのがあるのかな。
Want another?
Not right now. I need some time to recover from the last one. Ah, that's the stuff.
これは上がるんだよな。
Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't touch that.
あとは
It's a Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response. How can I get Emmett to have reactions that are the opposite of those expected
あ、
of
戻っ
a
た
model citizen?
戻ったね。わかんないな。とりあえず調子は戻ったか。よし、じゃあ続きやるか。結局ね、まだ攻略はできてない。全部回せばいいのかな。全部回す作戦でいってみようか。じゃあテストスイッチを一回切って最初からで、一応毎回全部回してみるか。で、5つのことをやるんでしょ。で、シチュー。で、ジェネレーター。で、音楽。で、海藻ケーキ。はい。
Another cake?
Normally I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet.
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well, we'll just see about that.
はい、次ね。まあ同じようにもう一回全部回しこう。こんな悪環境で作業できるエメットもすごいけど。で、レコード。触るな。はい。海藻ケーキ。
Want another?
Not right now. I need some time to recover from the last one.
I
黄色から緑に。まあ緑になってもいいのかな。耐性ついちゃうよな。回線というより YouTube の問題なのかな。そうかもしれない。ちょっと夜も配信したかっただけどどうかな。まあ時間帯なのかな。 まあ特に問題ないんだったら別にいいんだけど。
Don't touch that.
Want another?
Not right now. I need some time to recover from the last one.
で回すよ。スライド送り。タネンの写真。
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so
あ、なるほど、わかった。これを逆にすればいいのか。ここで出る反応と反対にすればいいのか。もしかして。
That smells good.
ちょっと全部回したけど、あんまり意味ないのでは。OK。一回切って最初からやろう。で、オンにして、で、最初エドナが出るでしょ。だからネガティブな反応にしてあげればいい。これでまず中間から出ます。
it's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response.
で、これネガティブな反応を出してあげればいいと。こうやって捏造すればいいのかな。
Another cake?
Normally I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet. Oh.
で、赤になった。OKOK。で、スライド送りして。へい。で、次の反応が。で、黄色に戻り、ジョン・ウィグルス。
Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative figure.
で、こいつをポジティブにしてあげる。で、スライド送り。
Can I get Emmett to have reaction?
次。パーカー巡査。で、黄色に戻る。うん。で、パーカーは一回黄色にしとこうか。
It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens.
OK。じゃあここでマイナスにさせる。
Ew.
で、これでスライド送り。で、これタネンだから、プラスに持っていって、おそらく、黄色戻った。
I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so
これをポジティブに持ってくる。これをポジティブに持ってくると、おおおお。で、最後の写真。 純真な子供の写真。これはポジティブなんじゃない？
I
普通は
remember。that picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure.
これをネガティブに持ってくると。で、匂い。バルブだ。
Ew.
So jolly and carefree.
これはネガティブなんじゃない？なんかポジティブにすればいいんじゃないかと思うが。2回分効果があるのかなあれね。トリクシーの写真。
Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure.
シチュー。これで OK じゃない？
Emmett's invention makes him out to be a model citizen, huh? Well,
あ、目的を果たしたみたい。
That test is broken.
Oh, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
なんかうまくいったっぽい
Looks
な。
like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
オッケーオッケー。できたね。やっと進んだぞ。データ犯罪者。
Bingo! Now Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
これをこれと入れ替える。
Okay, Emmett, get ready to meet the new you.
Hey, what? I almost left behind my mind map card. We're gonna show it off at the expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
これで十分だよ。
Anyway, when she gets a look at that mind map. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend.
だらしないか。まあ服の話もそうだしね。ネバネバするもの。過去のヒルバレーの模型の毛皮にクレンザーを使おう。あ、なるほどね。じゃあもうここでの目的は終了。
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
家の場所は変わんないんだね、きっとね。ん？模型にタールを。アルバムは手に入ったから。こっちからだと模型触れないの？未来の裁判所。これで模型、これか。
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean. I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
これじゃないのか。あとこれか。
That doesn't need cleaning.
じゃあもうデロリアンってところに行けばいいのか。
Doc said to tell him when the light on his diagnostic thingy went green. Nope, no green light yet.
じゃあやっぱりまだ何かする必要がある。モーターオイルに使えることがタールに使うと、過去の広場に向け毛皮にクレンザーを使おう。毛皮がある？模型のところに毛皮がある。ん？毛皮？どこを使ってんの？クレンザーを使う場所がある。
That doesn't need cleaning.
そうなっちゃうよな。
I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean.
ん？
That doesn't need cleaning.
どういう意味だったんだろう。
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment. How's the plan proceeding on your end?
I swiped this from Emmett's, your lab.
My
It's
anti-stick, anti-stain formula. I remember it well. I had high hopes for that concoction until I discovered that it decays into a cloth shredding enzyme.
ちゃんと覚えてるじゃん。
12 hours.
That's what your younger self said. Edna made a point of saying that teenage you looked great in her grandfather's suit.
I did cut a fine figure in that suit. She hated it when I got it dirty.
怒られるよ、これから。
You know how that mental alignment meter of yours pegged you as a model citizen? Well, wait till you...
Stop! You're going to tell me about one of your schemes to make Edna break up with me, aren't you?
Yeah, see, Edna
I
thinks...
don't want to hear it. I know it's in the service of a good cause, but I still can't bear to know the details of my younger...
まあ、それはな、そうか。
Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
But that's not how it happened. She didn't get me to propose until much later. That night...
なんでそんなロマンチックなんだ
Something
よ。
I said must have caused him to move up the timetable.
Great Scott! This time travel business is trickier than I imagined.
Is it true that you only had eyes for Edna?
At that time, I'm afraid so. I always tended to idealize the opposite sex. I was educated in a boys'
ほらな、やっぱりそうだ。
I was always a little sketchy with female characters.
You haven't got time for a therapy session, Doc. You know how that mental alignment meter of yours pegged you as a model citizen? Well, wait till you...
Stop! You're going to tell me about one of your schemes to make Edna break up with me, aren't you?
Yeah, see, Edna
I
thinks...
don't want to hear it. I know it's in the service of a good cause, but I still can't bear to know the details of my younger self's impending heartache.
Maybe I could talk teenage you into losing the suit.
I doubt it. I knew how much that suit meant to Edna, and at that time, my only desire was to please her.
Is it true that you only had eyes for Edna?
At that time, I'm afraid so. I always tended to idealize the opposite sex. I was educated in a boys' school, and Jules Verne was always a little sketchy with female characters.
You haven't got time for a therapy session, Doc. Horrible news, Doc. Emmett's gonna ask Edna to marry him tonight.
セリフが同じままか、ずっと。
Much later, that night at the...
まだあるわ。これか。 ん
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's still red.
The analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
It's about Edna.
Don't worry, she's not going anywhere right now.
That's good, but...
Have
you found out anything that can help me?
Only that she's stubborn, argumentative, and completely convinced of her own moral superiority.
Great, thanks, Doc. That really helps. What are you two talking about anyway?
It's a private matter. I promised I'd keep it between us, for the present.
She isn't starting to get under your skin, is she?
Heavens no. The memory of her older self wheeling me into the reconditioning chamber is
ちゃんとわかってる。
strong. The younger version is decidedly more attractive, though.
おいおい。若い女がいいのか
Subject.
Less distasteful, I hope.
一応これで会話終わり。ちょっと意気消沈中のアーティ。
Hey, Mr. G-Man. How's the, undercover operation?
If everything goes as planned, we should be wrapping things up real soon now.
Well, when it's time for me to play my part, just say the word.
シルビ
You
ア。
haven't met Grandma.
あ、おばあちゃんがシルビアね。
Sylvia yet, have you?
My
そうか。
contact person? Not yet. Is he or she at the expo?
I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure it'll be a she.
なるほど。トリクシーとは違うな。
Why'd you have to go and fire Trixie?
You think I wanted to? It's illegal for me to knowingly hire a Canadian for the job, and I don't want to be in trouble with the law again.
法律ね。
I don't suppose you miss working for Kid Tannen.
No, sirree, Bob. I don't know how I ever got mixed up with an abusive gun-toting
ブラックすぎる。
like that. He even stiffed me on overtime pay.
So you're the registration guy for the expo?
And chief accountant and paymaster.
大抜擢じゃ
You're
ん。
coming up in the world.
And none of it would have happened if I hadn't responded to that subpoena.
Think the Hill Valley Expo will be a success?
I don't see why not. Why shouldn't California have its own high technology center?
Keep your eyes open for Sylvia.
What should I do when I meet her?
Just let nature take its course. Keep doing what you're doing, Grandpa.
Grandpa?
That's our, code name for you.
Oh, ha! Funny.
ファニー。
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981. Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981.
毛皮って何のことだろうな。こっちの毛皮になっちゃうけど、模型じゃないんだけど。
It's not as nice as my truck back in 86. Jeez, I hope I still have a truck back in 86.
模型の中になんか結局どこに何をするのかがちょっとわからないけど、クレンザを使うしかないんだよな。あれこれ未来だ。わかったわかったわかった。ってことはドクの家に模型があるな。そこだ。移動するには、はい。
Emmett.
Harry.
What?
I'm at my wit's end. My portable anti-stick, anti-stain formulas disappeared.
Can't you make more?
There's no time.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll turn up soon.
Good. There's no way in God's green earth that I'm heading to that expo without it.
模型って結局どこにあるんだ？ヒルバレーの模型は
I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean.
ヒルバレーの模型ってどこにあるんだろう？ あれ、ヒルバレルも違うのかな？どこの家じゃないのか？ジェネレーター。模型ってどこだ？投影スクリーン。
Emmett uses that projector to trigger positive and negative reactions to visual stimulations. I wonder if non-visual stimulations will too.
これ出口しかないな。他に行けるところないもんな。模型って何？どこに何があるんだろう？よくわかってないけど。
When this is all over, I better make sure to get Emmett's photo album back to him. Emmett uses that projector to trigger positive and negative reactions to visual stimulations. I wonder if non-visual stimulations will work too.
ここにタールぶつけるとかじゃないよね。
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
模型。
I wonder how Doc's doing with the DeLorean.
他には聞いてみるか。
Emmett?
Yeah?
I still don't think Edna's right for you.
Oh? And who is she right for?
こ
You?
の辺話しないかな。
Relax. I'm just yanking your tibia.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay, I think I got it.
もう一回も街戻るか。
Get back to.
Thanks.
あ、待てよ。ここにもあるじゃん、模型が。原子。獣あるんじゃないこれ。なんかあるよ。これだな。これか。わかったわかった。こいつを。いけた？
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur. Let's slip out of those furs, shall we?
毛皮と、あとダイヤモンドか。ほう。じゃあスプレーを今度はデロリアンのところに持ってく。はいはい。
It'll be safe in there.
そうか。12時間後ってことね。
Hey, the light's green.
緑だ。
That means
オ
Doc
ッケ
can take
ー
the。DeLorean out again.
で、戻ってきた時にもう12時間経ってる。
I see. Well, you.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run. I've got to run a short errand, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
Oh, I will.
何を話したんだろう。Let's go. なんで他の人に気づかれないんだろう。ダメだった
When did you land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it started to get a little difficult to avoid running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests and we'll see what we find.
スプレーを手に入れる。あと3時間ぐらいか。
Doc's trip aged the formula a few hours. Not enough to turn it to acid, though.
もう一回行ってもらうか。
Nope, no green light yet.
テストしてきてほしいな。
And you're...
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged, Miss Strickland. Yes?
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's still red.
変わらん
The
か。
analysis can take a while. Be sure to let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
じゃあどうしようかな。渡せるもの先に渡しちゃうか。か、この劣化した状態でかけてあげるか。毛皮。
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but they'll work.
スプレーかけちゃったからね。
About the diamond in the photo album.
I'll get them to you.
あとは、あれか、アルバム渡す。
I brought him its photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo.
あとはダイヤだ
Bring me
け
that
ど。
diamond and we'll be in business.
ダイヤってどこで手に入れるんだろう。ダイヤらしきもの。ダイヤらしきものか。もっと前でなんか手に入れるのかな。ちょっと覚えがないんだけど。誰かが身につけてたりする？あ。いやー、そうか。指輪？指輪かな？
Hey, the light's green.
あ、もうライトグリーンになってる。 ちょっと
Hey, Carl.
行ってきて。
I'm sorry, Miss Strickland.
Call me Edna.
行ってらっしゃい。
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success.
Let's go.
I'm sorry to desert you again.
Yes, well, you've left me with plenty to think about.
劣化して
Any
る
luck this time?
Depends what you mean by luck. My arrival time was off again.
By how much?
8 hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific perspective, but I can see how my younger self would have been mesmerized.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the
なんかそこら辺まで分かってきたってこと
I
ね
should。replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
なんと
9 years?
But there may be another solution. I'm going to fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm storing it there, you can... Uh-oh. Where did it go?
エドナがいない。あ
The lab.
ー、研究所か。
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
これはゲットしておく。
Age to perfection. Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
あらまあ。
Oh my!
You know, I thought you were coming down here to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
No, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Callahan, what can I do for you?
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
It'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
これはまずいね。
Welcomes.
You can talk to him later.
Can I go into the lab for a bit? I think I left something in there.
Sorry, but I'm afraid the lab is off limits until Emmett's finished tuning the
カール・セイガンが呼んでるぜ。
But
No exceptions.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He
says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could
ってらっしゃい。
spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will
ここ
you
で
be
ダイヤらしきもの手に入れるのか？
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
もう劣化してるから、あとはもうスプレーをかけるだけだ。まず、スプレーをエメットにかける。
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours.
疑えよ。
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty. This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be. Now all I have to do is set up Edna to think that Emmett's fooling around on her, and everything will be ready to go.
ダイヤモンドに見えるものか。こっちのやつは終わった。ここも終わった。学校の前にダイヤモンドの形をしたものがある。ほう。なんでやねん。とりあえず学校に行きゃいいの？学校の前に。
Marty,
What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh. You got the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and
まあ今のドクが否定されちゃうからね。
in the timeline you're from,
The right timeline?
yes, I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and
Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
いや、それを考えちゃダメだって。
Edna ends up...
エドナは独り身になっちゃうけどさ。
You're not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's...
だってもともと知らなかったんだから。
You told me how my story turns out.
Yeah,
And
but...
it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of it?
いや、言っちゃダメだよ。
She's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
Sure, lots of them.
Lots of them. She's a tramp?
No, what I meant to say was...
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
本当のこと言うしかないんだ。
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see.
知らない方が良かったんだよ。
Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
難しいよ、それは。
Do you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you. She took over your life. She kept you from doing what you were meant to do till there was nothing left of you but this hollow shell.
Maybe, but she only did it because she
まあ、
cared.
情は湧くよな。何十年も一緒だったからね。
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we could find a third way, one where everybody wins. What do you think?
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
?悲しいけどそうなっちゃうよね。え？学校の前。学校の前。ダイヤモンドの形をしたものがある。雨が降ってるとき虹を出そう。ダイヤモンドの形をしたものがある。
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door? Be glad he's not a Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards. And if you find yourself drowning in debt, well, you could be drowning in something a whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley tar pits. This peek into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
タールしかないけどな。もう他にはない。
Don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
他には何もないか。虹って何？雨を降らすってどういうことだろう？
I don't want to get that covered in any messy oil. That volcano looks a lot like the one I did for my 7th grade science fair.
確かにね。紙とかで作ってんじゃない
？Come see the cars of the future, brought to you by Statler DeSoto. That Hill Valley of the Future exhibit seems a little unstable.
天気が変わりやすい。外になんかダイヤみたいなものがある。形をしたものがある。
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if
あと1個なんだよ、あと1個。
dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
I'm working on it. Now bring me that diamond and we'll be in business.
.なんかあるのかな。学校の前。照明源が違うな。ダイヤっぽいもの。なんかあるか
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981. I wonder what would
なんだあ
happen
れ
if I pushed all
これ
the
か
buttons at once. Nice rock. But I can't reach it.
これどうやってやるんだ
But I can't reach it.
え
I'm good, but even I don't think I could skateboard on that.
なんかあれを見つけたのはいいけどどうやって撮るんだろう。シャワーヘッド。
I wonder if that has a massage setting.
このシャワーヘッドになんかするのかな。こっちからだと見えないよね、多分ね。 でもこっちから行けないのかな。こっちからだと見えない。え？やっぱりこっち来ちゃうのか。
Nice rock. But I can't reach it. Not sure what that'll do.
何かトラック違う。あーっと
That Hill Valley of the Future exhibit seems a little unstable.
天気。何かすると天気が変わるのかな。
How about an algae cake?
Much obliged. That was different?
天気が変わりやすい。これないな。
That's all the questions I got.
聞きたい質問はない。あれをどうやって手に入れるかだよな。これが手に入ったら多分もう次に行けると思うんですけど。ちょっとなんか必要な道具があるのか。ちょっと待てよ。もしくは、このボタンなんかあんのかな。お、なんか回った。
Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. Grand dreams and artificial ride.
お、来た。
Everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at House Hardware. House Hardware, serving our fair city since
完成。
1895.
オッケー。条件簡単だった。こんなことで悩んでいたのか。
Pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that
さあ、
up.
これでいけるだ
I
ろう。
may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
さあ、戻ってきた。未来の車。何？忘れ物した？何がどうなった？エメット？
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Harry. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know. No telling how.
プロポーズの話ね。
Wish me luck. Oh, for Pete's sake.
スプレーかけてもらおう。あとはなんで気づかない？
Got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
穴ぼこになるこれで。
Emmett! Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling
破壊コーストになってるよ。
elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Wait, your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I've simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula!
Oh.
Don't look! Turn your head! I'll be right back, and we can try this all over.
それに頼るから。
Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't! I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart.
すごいことになってきた。
You can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond too. I don't need your expensive
あ、
presents.
そういうことね。
You and more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
子供。
Well,
Edna, I...
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell
さあ、
in
これ
love
で
with.
とどめだ。
Let me see that card.
犯罪者。
I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great.
性格がこれでトラウマで変わらなければいいんだけど。
Emmett!
裁判所まで来たか。
Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
上から飛び降り自殺する気か。
The story is over.
Okay, Emmett, hold still.
まあ
I know your
失恋の
emotions are
悲しみはわかるけど
running
さ。
wild, but don't do anything crazy.
Emotions? What emotions? My emotions are dead.
これ雷でも落ちるんじゃないの？天気が変わりやすいんだろ？
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. Well, don't let me bother you. Go ahead and think.
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... to get some perspective. Think about it. All the people who have it even worse than you. For instance, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about
これ
Hollywood
やっぱ雷落ちるな。
It's a very inspirational
あれ飛来神じゃねえんだけど。
Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm
興
going
味あるじゃん。
lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't
そう
care
か、
about
興味
movies.
ないの？
I don't care about anything anymore, and I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about... Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Callahan. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
Your heart's broken, I know. First breakup's a bitch, but you'll fall in love again, sooner or later. There's a woman waiting in the wings, and she's worth waiting for.
Spare me the platitudes. Now that Edna has turned my heart into a desiccated husk, I'm done with love. Forever.
We're all depending on you to pull it together. Why, you're gonna put Hill Valley on the map.
Oh, please. My greatest fear is that I'll end up frittering my life away in this miserable town.
Me? You care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You.
嫌いなのか。
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Harry Callahan. Or is that even your real name?
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Just like my father.
Oh, but there's more to it, see? Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I could create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See?
言えないからな。
I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. I did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
もうこれしかないのか。
Get my kicks.
You bastard. And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was gonna be a great scientist.
Don't stop dreaming. You are gonna be a great scientist.
Your flattery doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
You're saying I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams
Oh?
in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, and look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you. Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Great Scott. I've got it.
Got what?
Solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear. It came to me all at once, like
a bolt of lightning?
Exactly. Static electricity. Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done.
え、今から作る気？
Begins at 8.
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
What?
I said, let's get out of here before anything... Emmett!
What?
Can you climb up?
I'm afraid I can't find a convenient
Ma-
purchase for my upper limbs.
非力だよな。
No handhold.
I'm sorry about you and Edna.
Water over the bridge. Now get me down from here.
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Oh,
落とした。
I'm sorry I had to get you so upset. See, I figured you needed to.
forget it. This isn't the time.
その通り。
I'll help you finish your new invention.
Great. The first step is to get me down from here.
Got any ideas for me?
I think I used up my quota for the day.
Can you climb up?
I'm afraid I can't find a convenient purchase for my upper limbs.
What?
No handhold.
Hang in there.
Very funny.
でもなんか道具がないな。引っ張れるか？時計。
The expo's already started.
それで行くしかないか。
I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue. I can't swing on it while it's still attached to the statue.
このスプレーと、
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
そしてヘルメット。
Emmett's helmet. I don't think he needs it now. It's not going anywhere.
スプレーで溶かす。よし。
I can't grab it from here.
中入ろう。
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
でロープ捕まっていけんのか？お、あと少し。よいしょ。おーおーおー。
Gotcha!
Let's get out of here.
Your pants! They're stuck!
Do something before we're crushed. Ah!
スプレーだ。
What are you doing?
Trust me! Hold on!
おーおーおー。
What did you say your name was again?
Marty!
Marty? Thanks.
Don't mention it.
あと降りるだけ。
The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention? You think you can finish it before the end of the expo?
まあ始まってるんでしょ？
I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity, leading to sudden shifts in polarity. The results could conceivably be catastrophic.
Who cares?
My thought exactly. Science should be
いいねいいね、戻ってきたね。
Where's the fun of it?
ドク。
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car of the future?
Not all of them, but at least the DeLorean's mundane terrestrial functionality remains intact.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
その男がここにいるんだよな。
My dear, don't worry. I'm sure it will all turn out well in the end.
Maybe for everyone else, but I suddenly feel very much like someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time. Maybe I should get a cat.
Nonsense. I can state with nearly 100% certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing about you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Harry Callahan?
ここで終わり？マジか。To be concluded.
Explain it again. I realize that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
時を超えて。どういうこと？ドクがエドナを擁護するってこと？へえ。はあ、なるほど。まだ解決しない。まだ解決しない。でも、ほぼほぼやること終えたよね。ドクが納得してないってことね。エドナの人生をさ、かわいそうっていうことだから、同情は、情はあるのは分かってるけどさ、どうしろと？だってクララとのさ、人生もあるじゃない。元の世界線だと。それを叶えるためにはさ、やっぱり元に戻さなきゃいけないけど、どうするんだ？はあ、ちょっと次が楽しみだね。一応次がエピソード5で、ラストということです。はい。まだちょっとね、これはね、だいぶ先になるかもしれない。なんか、このゲームは気が向いた時にやります。はい。一応もうパート5はあるんでね、いつでもやれるっちゃやれるんですけど、他にもやりたいことがいっぱいあるので、合間合間にやっていこうかなと思います。はい。なのでですね、ぜひチャンネル登録とベルマーク、ツイッターフォローお願いいたします。なんでベルマークかというと、この続きいつやるか本当に分かってないからです。未定でございます。はい。気になりますね。はい。途中で抜けた方はね、またアーカイブ見てもらえればなと思います。今日ちょっとぐるってばっかしだったんですけども、とりあえず最後までいけたので、なんとかって感じですね。はい。ということで、先ほども言いましたけど、チャンネル登録、そして Twitter フォロー、ベルマークお願いいたします。それではまた次の配信でお会いしましょう。それじゃあまたね、バイバイ、おつりと。